So, hey y'all. Yesterday, my husband and I sat down to continue going over our finances. So, looking at our combined debt, trying to figure out what our goals are financially for the rest of the year, and to just figure out what the next steps are as I transition into entrepreneurship. I'm not gonna lie, I'm super excited about this move. Never done anything like this before in my life, but of course, it's scary because this is my first time ever doing something all by myself, like literally putting in the research, making the phone calls, doing the applications, everything like by myself, getting everything. Um, and I've never not gone without a steady paycheck. So I've always prided myself on I want to make sure I'm in a position where I don't have to depend on anybody for anything because that option can always go away. As we were talking yesterday, like it got me thinking, I feel so safe with this process. And I'm like, that's weird. Why do you feel safe with it? Why do you feel comfortable in kind of like taking this leap of faith? And I had to think to myself, it's because of who he is. And what I mean by that is, I have truly been blessed with the type of partner that I have. A partner that is intentional, a partner that is kind, a partner that thinks of us and not just me. Um, and just in my own past relationship history, I struggle with my own insecurities sometimes about not feeling like I'm enough or not feeling like I'm doing enough. But not once has he made me feel like I have to meet some sort of um, expectation that I didn't know existed. Like, even as I've been talking about just taking on this journey, he has not doubted me one time. He has not planted a seed of, you sure about that? Or really want to do this? Like he's never made me feel like this is not the right move. Instead, he's been like, I just want to know how I can support you. Like during our talk yesterday, I was just kind of sitting back because he had like this little whiteboard. We put the figures on the board. We looked at individual stuff, together stuff. Like he did not seem like he was sweating. He might have been low key. He kind of gave it to me this morning. Tomorrow, you ain't serious, whatever. But during our conversation, he did not make me feel guilty about my finances. Um, he did not say anything, no snide comments. Everything was in we statements like, well, this is what we can do, or we can tackle these smaller things first. Like it was a team. Like I felt like I was with a partner. And to go back to my own internal insecurities, sometimes I throw in those little digs of negative self talk of, oh, well, sorry you taking this on. But he would circle back to, well, we'll figure it out. Like this man is like so sweet, so genuine. Like if you know him, you know he is just the kindest person ever. And so like I even said, I was like, well, if I gotta pick up a second job, I gotta do what I gotta do. And he's all like, well, no, I would get that first. I want you to work on your dream. What? So why am I telling you all this? I don't know. But my three takeaways are because I just recognize I'm in a season where I have a lot of clients right now who are single, who are in premarital counseling right now, or my marriage couples who are just going through stuff. It's just, I guess it's inevitable. Not I guess. It is inevitable that whenever you're in a relationship or whenever you're looking for a relationship, you're going to deal with some challenges. And so my three takeaways are partnership is a choice. And I thank the Hamers. I went to a wedding this past weekend for Valadia and Philip Hamer. Congratulations. But in their vows, they both use the word choose or I have a choice, right? And when you think about a partner, like you think about you're choosing that person, like regardless of what's been going on, what's happening, to continue to choose that person daily will withstand, it'll sustain you for the longer run. The second takeaway is lead with compassion, right? So during that conversation, we're talking about finances. Like finances get everybody in trouble. But he led with compassion. Again, he did not make me feel guilty. He did not make me feel doubtful that I was making the right or the wrong move. Like, he just led with compassion of, well, we're going to figure this out. It's all going to work out. And to have that level of assurance is honestly crazy, because it's just like, wow, like, you actually believe in me. So why can't I believe in us, that we can get further, do great things? Because we can if we just believe together. In addition, as someone who has their own internal struggles, like of just seeing yourself as enough, or thinking you can have a healthy relationship or whatever, you also have a choice to allow yourself to be chosen. You deserve to be chosen. So when you do meet that person, or when you do meet that friend, or when you do have that one opportunity that presents itself, it's okay to allow yourself to be chosen, because you deserve to be chose. But in addition to being led with compassion, be open to receiving compassion. I don't know if you see the pattern I'm trying to get you to see on both ends, right? So if someone is leading in love and leading in compassion to you, allow yourself to be open to it, right? So when you hear those negative thought patterns or negative connotations telling you, that other shoe gonna drop, I don't know, you sure you should trust this person? Listen to hear rather than listening to respond, because sometimes you might be missing your blessing because you're so caught up in your head versus actually hearing what's being told to you. Last but not least, speak life, right? So speak life over your situation. There is truly power in the tongue. You may not 100% feel secure in that moment, but keep speaking what you want to experience, because that allows you to actually take your dreams, to turn them into goals, to turn them into action steps that you can actually work towards. So speak life over your situations. Speak it into existence. Like when I started started my own practice, I was just in a rough space. Really had no plans, no thought patterns. I just kind of like thought slowly over time, and I would speak to him, right? And so he would hear me, and he would hear my concerns. He would hear the things I would want to do, and so in turn, that has allowed us to actually speak it like for real, because now it's really happening, and now we know what we're going for. So I'm going to continue to speak. I'm going to continue to speak over our situation. I'm going to continue to speak over him. I want him to continue to speak over me, so that we can just continue to thrive as a unit, as we continue to just grow individually and together. So overall, to wrap it up, choice. Allow yourself to actually choose the things that you want in your life. Allow yourself to be chosen. Lead with compassion, right? But also be open to receiving compassion. Last but not least, speak life. These are takeaways that can apply to romantic relationships and friendships, opportunities, right? Take those things into consideration as you continue to move forward, because you do deserve nice things. You deserve good people to give you those things. We're into you. That's all I got. Thank you to my hubby. Y'all be blessed. Erica Blanks Wilson to the Splash of Therapy. I'll be talking to you all soon.